Welcome to the Imaginative Storm Writing Prompt of the Week gathering. I'm James Navé. My creative collaborator, Allegra Houston, is not with us today, so I'm going to go it solo. I said gathering, and the reason I said gathering is because every Saturday on a Zoom call, we gather with a group of writers from all over the place, and we work for an hour. And in that hour, we generate a piece of writing, or each generate a piece of writing. We do it in 10 minutes. And afterwards, we record this video, which I'm doing now, so you can also have the experience as well. It's really simple the way this works. We start with an image, and we ask everybody on the call to spend 2 minutes generating words or phrases. Looks like this, a little bit messy, longhand with a pen, words or phrases on a piece of paper. And those words and phrases become the personal list of each person. And then after we generate the words and phrases, we go around the Zoom room and get a community list from everybody. So we start with an image. So what we'll do now is invite you to participate with a similar vibe to what we do on Saturday. So this is how it's going to work. An image will pop up. When you see that image, and we'll time you for 2 minutes so you don't have to worry about the timing. When you see that image, generate whatever strikes your fancy, whatever the image informs you, inspires you to write. And it actually doesn't have to have very much to do with the image at all, although it might. And you might just go from the image and never look at it again, or you might look back up at the image and jot from the image. But whatever you do, just generate a list of words and do it in 2 minutes. I'll time you now, and off you go. Generate those words. We'll come back and take the next beat. So here we go. Okay, you've generated your personal list. Everybody on the Zoom call does that every Saturday. And then afterwards, we go around the Zoom room and collect one word or phrase from each person. Everybody writes the words and phrases down, then they have the community list. Now, you can write these down if you like. You don't have to, because we will provide our community list for you. So you do have your personal list written down. So here's the community list. I'll read it so you get a sense of what it sounds like spoken aloud. That's me in the background. All belong. impromptu, scruffy, and synergy. Music is such a mood changer. Midnight Muse, everybody knows your business. Old friends, string jam, Polaroid memories, the gathering, wire rim, hat brims, in tune. Who's on bass? Suzuki method, surrounded by community. What? No keyboard? Strings attached across the room. Old goat companionship, celestial juice, soulful echoes, smell old spice, holler in, hold my fiddle, chatter, fiddle faddle, touching sounds, tethered. As I read the list, you could hear me allowing myself to respond emotionally to each image. It's a fun thing to do. You might want to stop now and try that just to see what kind of imagery you can come up with as you read the list aloud. It's good fun. So you also notice that each image on that list, which is here it is written out in a messy way, is a prompt unto itself. Or all the images collaged together can also create a story as well. So what we're going to do now, or what you're going to do, and what we do every Saturday, is we take 10 minutes and we use this list, the words that you wrote, as well as the community list, and you just make something of it. Many people on the call will start with one image and never come back to the list. Other people, occasionally, they'll try to use every word on the list and put it in one 10-minute time writing. You can do it any way you'd like. The idea is to lean into your improvisational nature, lean into your imagination. Let something surprise you. And if it pops into your imagination and you hesitate to write it down because it's too surprising, that's a good feel sign. Write that down, see what happens. So we will let you take off now, spend 10 minutes doing this. We'll time you, so don't worry about it. 10 minutes begins now. Okay, brand new piece of writing, never existed before. Now's your opportunity to experiment a bit with your voice. On Saturdays, we ask everybody to read their work aloud. And the way we do it, because we usually have 30 people on the call, we go into Zoom rooms and everybody just reads the work. Sorbet the Zoom room with your voice. So that's what we'll ask you to do right now. And I say we because Allegra's usually with me. So I'm speaking collectively here. What you can do is to put me on pause and read your work aloud. Now, why is this valuable? It's valuable because when you speak aloud, you revise as you go. So I encourage you, when you're reading aloud, you don't have to stay married to the text. If you feel like you have a little something else to say in the middle of what you've written down, go ahead and say it. And you'd be surprised at how valuable the spoken part of all of this work can be. The spoken word can help you revise and see editorial opportunities you wouldn't have otherwise see. So put me on pause, read the work aloud, and then we'll come back and finish it out. So there you go. You've sorbetted the room with your voice. Maybe somebody was in the room and they heard you read. Maybe you were by yourself and only you heard yourself read. Your voice is a very valuable editing tool. So keep that in mind. If you like what you wrote, we have an opportunity for you to post it within our community. It's called the Circle community, the Imaginative Storm Circle community. And it's very simple to do. It takes a little bit of maybe getting over something, going public if you post for the first time. It's a very safe, celebratory community. People love to hear the words. So we encourage you to do that, just that, post on the Circle. Now, Allegra is going to give you the instructions right now on how you go about doing that. So let's turn it over to Allegra, and here's how you post on the Circle.
Go to imaginativestorm.com, scroll over to the community page, click there, and you will see Imaginative Storm on Circle. Click there, and it will take you down to that bit of the page where it explains the circle. You can click here in the picture, and you end up at the circle. It won't look quite like this because I'm logged in and it wants me to do things. It will ask you to make a username and a password. It's also free. And once you've done that, go over here to this navigation on the left. You can explore the rest of it at some point if you like, but prompt of the week is where we're going. And in prompt of the week, you will see with the date every single prompt that we have offered for over 4.5 years. So it's quite an archive. And let's just click on one and show you how this works. So we'll click on this mural. So here you will find the first thing, the credit, then a link to our YouTube. We create a YouTube video for each prompt where we do the timing for you. And then you'll find the Saturday words and the Thursday words, and then you will see what people have posted. And well, this was a week where nobody really replied very much, but you can like what people wrote and you can reply to what they wrote. And if you want, you can upload an audio or a video. See here, Kathleen has commented on Celia's. And you can, here Nave's also uploaded an audio. And then at the very bottom, you will see this. What are your thoughts? And that is where you type in what you wrote. And you're done.
Now you know. Circle's a valuable place. We get to read your work. You can read others' work and get a sense of where we're coming from. Everything we've done for the last 5 years is on that Circle. So you can spend a lot of time there. 5 years is a long time. I don't know how many words we've written with our group over the last 5 years, but many of them are on the Circle, and we encourage you to consider putting your work there as well. If you enjoy this experience, you can always join us on Saturday morning for our Imaginative Storm Writing Prompt of the Week gathering. And we do that at noon Eastern time. It's an hour long. Then we have a little conversation afterwards. You can find that link at imaginativestorm.com. So go there, check it out. And we do some workshops as well. So we have some live workshops, one in Colorado, one in Taos, and we have Zoom workshops. So there's a lot of resources on the imaginativestorm.com site. And I encourage you to go there. I do hope you come to our Saturday call. We have a great time there. We learn a lot about a lot of things. So that's pretty much it for right now. Thank you ever so much for doing this work. And I hope you continue on with it. And I do hope to see you on a Saturday, and hope you come back and do more of this as time rolls along. So thanks very much. See you soon, I hope.